Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to talk about Java typecasting. Here you can see we have two different typecasting. Okay, copy this. So I will copy from here and I will go to the code editor, and here I'm going to create a new class in this package. So I'm going to create a new class and I will say typecast.java. Here I'm going to make comments, so I will go for multi-line comments, and here I'm going to paste all of them. All right, so now here you can see byte is the lowest value, right? Then short, then character, then integer, then long, then float, and then double. So this is called implicit typecasting. It means when you go from smaller to bigger, I mean you want to change the smaller value, smaller type to bigger type. That time you don't need anything except just declaring a variable with that data type. I mean, I want to say that, let's say I want to say here integer x is equal to 5. Then if I say double y is equal to x, it will actually automatically typecast the value. Okay, if I print it public static void main, okay, and press tab, I'm going to declare them inside of println. Okay, here I'm going to say double. Sorry, I have to print the variable, right? Okay, so if I now run the code, here you can see the output will be 5.0, right? Here you can see it automatically typecasted, right? We don't need to actually do anything. So this is called implicit typecasting. It means when you want to typecast something, I mean typecast a variable from smaller to bigger one, then you can actually go with implicit one. Okay, then you don't need to actually use here any typecasting process. But what about the narrowing casting? I mean here you can see converting a large type to a smaller size type. So when I say this one, that time actually I have to use typecasting manually. How? Let's say I want to say here double y is equal to 5.2, okay, and I want to typecast it in let's say I will say here, let's say y2 and x2. Okay, here I'm going to say x2 is equal to, I cannot actually say here y2 only, it will show me error. Here you can see red line. So this is error because I mean I'm trying here to actually convert the larger data type to smaller data type, right? And that time actually I have to use here typecasting in manual way. So I will use here parenthesis, and here I'm going to say int. So now the double value will actually convert to integer value. Now let's say I want to print it, so I will say System.out.println, and here I'm going to say x2. So now let's check what will be the output. I will run the code, and here you can see 5. All right, so this is called explicit typecasting. So we have two different typecasting, implicit and explicit. So for the implicit we have to go with smaller to the bigger value, but if it is about explicit typecasting, then we have to use typecasting in manually. I mean we have to typecast in manually, right? Because now our data type will actually go from bigger value to the smaller one, so I have to do it in manually. Okay, so this is the main difference between explicit and implicit. Okay, then let's say I want to convert it into integers, so I will say int x3, and here I'm going to say int. Okay, so I have to use here curly braces, first parenthesis, and then I have to say CGPA. Now I can actually show here system as a println. So go here, and I will actually say x3 here. And now if I run the code, here you can see 3. All right. But what about float to double? Let's say this is double, double, double. Then I don't need to actually do it. I can actually do it only just assigning the value. Why? Because float data type is smaller than the double data type. Okay, float data type size is smaller than the double data type size. So now I can actually do it. I just have to assign it, and then if I run the code, it will show me 3.20, right? Here you can see.